I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to let your ex go. People often discuss reasons why you should move on and let your ex be, but the most reason you should allow your ex move on is not because of them, it's because of you. I mean, for you, for your sake. Maybe the relationship is over. Oh yeah, now, to your tent, old Israel. Some of us find it very hard to let go after a breakup. So what happens is that you get into other people's lives and you cause them a lot of pain because your heart never left where you're coming from. This is a matter of concern because some of us are even married, but we still dream that our ex would come back for us one day. So your wife and your husband become a rebound for a very long time. Why do use people life they play like that? Don't just let go of your ex. Detach. Heal. Move on. Totally. Before you get yourself involved in another person's life. So I just concluded the season 2 of this very beautiful movie on Netflix, and I thought I should discuss it in this episode. If you've seen the movie, you should be very, very familiar with the characters. I mean, there is Cooper, Cooper, Billy, and Brad. Those are like my superstars. Now, Billy is Cooper's wife, and Brad is Billy's ex. So Billy's married to Cooper, okay, and they have 2 beautiful kids. So even though I would not consider Cooper a romantic, I thought he's a great man, a great father, and a beautiful husband to Billy. But Billy never got over her ex. In fact, she started to fantasize about the sex that she used to have about her ex so much that her husband could not satisfy her anymore. Even though they had sex in the movie, I mean her and Cooper, she never thought the sex was good enough. So she started to fantasize and even keep a journal of all the sexual escapades she's had with Brad, who is her ex. Because of this constant thoughts and remembrance of sex with her ex, sex with her husband became the most horrible thing she could ever imagine. She unconsciously made the sex with her ex the standard of sex in her marriage. What this did was made Cooper think that he wasn't satisfying her enough. Yeah, he started to feel less of a man. He had several meetings with Brad. He just wanted to know, what is it about you that my wife cannot get over? And even me that was watching the film, I don't know what it is about this guy that she could not get over. This guy broke her heart like countless times. When she was ready, he wasn't ready for a serious commitment. He made her go through a lot of emotional stress. But for the sex, she traded her home. At the end of the movie, Cooper filed for a divorce. Of course, you don't want to be with someone who is constantly thinking and wishing she'd rather be with her ex. Nah. I don't have a problem with her or what she did or what happened. My problem is the effect it had on Cooper. Cooper is just this guy who had his home covered, who had his business covered, but he had a wife who would not just allow herself enjoy sex with a man that she has chosen to spend the rest of her life with. Some people will argue with me now, oh, he wasn't satisfying her sexually. There was no emotional connection. If she did not have her ex as an option, all those things will not be a problem. Shebi, if she had put her mind to pleasing her husband and enjoying the sex that she gets from her husband, she wouldn't have to think about Brad. You know that, right? The reason you should let your ex go. Everything has to go with them. The sex, the moments, the calls, the textings, the adventures, the vacations, everything, how they used to cook for you and how you used to love it. Let it go. You better let it go. Or at the end of the day, you're going to be losing something much better than what they have ever offered you. So, like I said, at the end of the movie, Cooper files for a divorce and then last year, she went back to her ex. But hey, there were 2 kids that she had given a broken home. There is Cooper, who is this very gentle, loving, caring man who wanted to just work hard. He loved his wife. He loved her to stupor. He loved her so, so, so much. And Billy knows this. But for the sex and for the Brad, she couldn't just get over or focus on what this man had to offer. She loses her home, her 2 kids, and then she goes back to the ex at the end of it. Some people would say it's a happy ending, like Billy goes back to her ex and she's happy with him, and Cooper finds love in his ex. a girl he dated before. But for me, that was a really, really sad ending, considering how much pain Cooper had to go through. Guys, you should go see the movie. The title of the film is Sex Life. It is on Netflix, season 1 and season 2. When you watch the film, you are going to beat the babe. Why would you want to be in people's life to hurt them? Why would you want to be in people's lives with a part of your life that has not gotten over the person that you were with before? For those of you who felt that Billy had no emotional connection with Cooper, Shebi, she married this guy. They don't born 2 children. You don't marry this guy, Una don't born 2 children, and you're still complaining about emotional connection. Why didn't you look out for that before you ever said yes to him? Now you are in his life, you're about to walk out because you feel like, I'm not emotionally connected to him. After 2 kids, you're about to hurt this guy. You're about to walk away and hurt this guy. It is very, very unfair. I totally agree with having an emotional connection with the person that you're with. I totally agree with having an emotional connection with someone that you choose to spend the rest of your life with. But not be now we're going to talk all this matter. Una don't marry, una don't born children. Why would they talk about emotional? We just say everything don't do alright. Una don't check everything they on point before una decide to not go marry. So what's all this talk about emotional connection after 2 children? How? Let go of your ex. Let go of your ex before you get involved in another person's life. This conversation is not even about your ex. It's about you. Because you go out there causing problems, allowing people get hurt just because you could not get over the person that you were with before you met them. It is so unfair. In that movie, you're going to see that Cooper went into drugs. He started to, sleep with a lot of women just because the one woman that he loved could not work things out with him because she was distracted by an ex that has even hurt her more than Cooper would ever hurt her. Please, nobody should be a scapegoat to your cravings and your secret desires. If you are married to someone, we are just going to assume that they understand your craving for good sex. And if it's not something that you people had a conversation before you got married, then it's a problem. So please talk about it so that you don't start comparing what you've had with your ex with this person that you're currently with. So let go of your ex and whatever you shared with them, whatever it was that you had with them, emotional connection, great moments, whatever. Let go of your ex before I remove your teeth. You need to let go so that you can stop hurting the people who are sincerely in your life to make a difference.